Hi guys, Dave with Allegiant Canines Training, Charlotte, North Carolina. I've got little Romeo here, who's in his crate right now. 8.5-month-old Westie that's doing a 14-day boarding train with me. This is going to be a little session on demonstrating him going to his crate. When he first came to me, a lot of times he did not want to go in his crate. If you try to pick him up or put your hands on his collar or anything to have him go in there, he would bite, growl, snip. So it was becoming very difficult for the owners, for myself, to get him to go where we wanted him to go. So, of course, we could just lure him there with foods and just drop food in there. And food lures are fine, and we certainly started off that way. But eventually, we want the dog to be able to do it without seeing the food lure. And then, of course, the dog still gets a reward from time to time doing it. So. With Romeo, the food was working quite well, but then again, once I took the food lure away, he was absolutely not going to go in his crate whatsoever. So we started training him with the e-collar, and this is not going to be really a how-to video on how to do this. I will mention a couple things, but generally speaking, Romeo has already been conditioned to the e-collar, so it's not a matter of slap the e-collar on the dog. If he doesn't go in the crate, just start hitting buttons. If anything, your dog's going to go into a panic, especially if the level's too high. It might run around the house. It's probably going to run away from you. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be confusion, and it's going to be really poor training. So Romeo's already been conditioned to the e-collar. So right now I have this as low as level 1. It goes from 0 to 100. I can personally not feel anything at all until level 13. So this is very, very low stim levels. This is not a correction level, okay? This is just a communicative level, and basically what I do is it is on continuous. So if I hold the button down, it will continue to release stimulation, but at a very low level. You're going to see there's not going to be any adverse reactions. He's not going to yelp or start twitching or run or anything like that. He knows exactly what I'm doing. I'm basically lightly touching him on the shoulder and say, I want you in your crate, please. I'm going to use a high value food for him, which is cheese, but he's not going to get that until he's in his crate. Okay, so I'll go ahead and demonstrate. What I'll do is I'm going to hold the button down, okay, and I'll have my hand in the air so you know that, and then as soon as he's in his crate, I'm going to release the pressure. So Romeo knows by going in his crate, by complying, he can release that little bit of pressure he's feeling, okay? All right, so I'll go ahead and demonstrate. Romeo, crate. Yes, good boy, stay. So you see there, no rushing to the crate. He's not trying to escape the really unpleasant pressure. There's no yelping, nothing like that. It's just a simple touch on his shoulder. I want you in your crate, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and reward him. Good boy, Romeo. Stay, stay. And then I'm gonna release him. Romeo, break. Good boy, good boy. And then this is something else I like to do. You're gonna see him now a little bit, probably get, so he goes on his own, that's okay. Good boy, Romeo. Good boy. Stay. What I have been doing with this activity too is I do handle him a little bit, and I've been doing that the entire time he's been staying with me, so he does get used to being handled. Romeo, break, break. Come on. Yes, good boy. 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 Romeo. Sit. 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 Good boy. So I'll demonstrate the collar pressure again. Crate. Yes, good boy. Stay. Again, when my hand goes up with the collar, that's when the pressure is on. As soon as my hand goes down, that's when I'm releasing it. And I am marking his behavior with a marker word, yes. As soon as his paws, all 4 paws, touch inside that crate. Boy. Stay. Stay. So we'll do one more here. Romeo, break. Good boy, come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. You can still see though, as soon as I go to start touching the dog, he does still get a little bit nervous, but people are going to touch the dog, right? Guests are going to come in, they're going to pet the dog, they're going to want to bend down. So all we're trying to do is just counter condition that touch. Romeo was really didn't like it. With his owners at home, people just trying to touch his collar, touch him, pick him up, always growling, snipping, very dominant. So we're trying to get him a little more used to being handled a little bit. Plus other situations like the taking him to the groomer, taking him to the vet. There's going to be times where he has to be touched at some point. He's got to get used to it. So we just want to make it positive, and so he doesn't think every time I get picked up or someone touches my collar, I have to do something I don't want to do. So I just mix it a little bit when we play games like this. Romeo. Romeo. Good boy. Good boy. Romeo. So we'll do one more. Crate. Yes. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Romeo, break. Come on. Romeo, break. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Okay. That's it. Thanks, guys.